Let's go to this conversation now as some consumers continue to buckle under pressure. Let's explore some options of how you can free up some cash and make things a little better for you. Gerald Mwandiambira, Sugar Creek Wealth Managing Partner, joins us live now to discuss this. Gerald, thank you so much for your time this evening. Some consumers are struggling and some often turn to fast loans to try and improve their cash flow. How can they avoid this?
Look, I think, the reality is that the whole of South Africa is going through challenges in terms of, the interest rates. Thank God they've held them for now. But a lot of people lost jobs. And in real terms, we're all earning probably the same as or less than we were earning in 2018. There's no easy fix to it. I think we need to go back to basics, which is simple budgeting, going through our bank statement and identifying some of those expenses that we can do without. And sometimes even the bank fee, reducing it and just managing it better. But the reality is many people are stretched and we are running out of options in terms of what we can do to save. But back to basics, go back to your bank statement, go back to budgeting. And if you can, go back to group savings where you can actually go and actually, join a stokvel, because the reality is we can't do it alone anymore.
And there are some people who say that, I'm so overstretched, there's not even a point for me to draw up a budget. I will just wing it and really use whatever I can. How dangerous is this?
It's very dangerous because it's similar to when you go to the gym and you're saying, I'm not going to go on the scale because I know how much I weigh. Going through a budget is an exercise in which you are maintaining and exercising control over money. Money is a tool. So if you know how to use your money, it will work for you. And doing the same things over and over again, like budgeting, and even knowing how badly you are in terms of your finances is about control and measure over your money. So you need to do such things on a regular basis. If you run out of money on the third day after payday, next month, make it 4 days, make it 5 days. Give yourself little challenges. But the reality is that we all can save. The only person who can't save is that person who has zero income. If you have an income as little as 1 rand, 5 rand, it starts a habit, and savings is experiential. Once you've experienced the power of saving by enjoying a goal met, or achieving something you had longed to do, you will repeat that process again.
It sounds like, especially when you talk about 1 rand, that, as little as that in order to save, it sounds like it might be time to go back to the money box.
Back to basics, money box, envelope, mattress, wherever you keep your money. You need to go back to saying, I'm going to start. And I say back to basics because you need to look at yourself in the mirror. Savings is not a social media thing. It's about you and your money. And you need to exercise control and say, money, you will go where I tell you. Not the other way around, where people are being commanded by money and almost losing their minds. But it's important to be accountable. So find someone to be accountable to, be it your financial planning professional, a spouse, or a family member, just someone who you can talk to about money, because a lot of us, as you said, are bottling it in as well. So that also has a negative effect because a lot of people are going through anxiety and stress every month end.
Now, you talk about, accountability, and sometimes one is so shy to have someone to hold them to account because they feel like money is such an emotive subject and it can make people even fight. So how do you get over that and then be able to trust someone to tell you how to go about it?
Look, I think, money is a skill and money is a science. We were not taught money in our education system, but to be an expert on money, you need to be taught. And the first thing is confessing that we are not money experts. We're experts at earning it, maybe, experts at spending it, maybe, but very few of us are experts at actually manipulating and making it work for us. So take accountability from the point of view that you knew no better and you want to better yourself. So I would rather surround myself with someone who can help me walk that journey. And even if that person charges you for that service, it's better for you to start taking reign of your finances, because if you don't, it can actually end up destroying marriages, destroying families, and even destroying yourself. Money is destructive if it's not managed correctly. Just like a hammer, it's a useful tool, but if you don't know how to use it, you're going to bang all your fingers and all your toes.
And there's something else that, I'm seeing a lot of people, especially when you talk about social media and, sometimes the pressures that come with that. A number of people are now using credit cards to augment their pay. And I wonder what can we read into that? And is that all dangerous?
It's very dangerous. I think credit cards are there for a purpose, and they're a financial tool. If you know how to manage the repayment, they're a great tool to serve you when you're in an emergency. But buying a pizza and paying it over 24 months is simple irresponsibility financially. And also, using your credit card just to go to the restaurant and take pictures is not the wisest thing to do. But unfortunately, credit cards get a lot of bad rep. But actually, they are very useful because sometimes the lender of last resort is your credit card or your store card. All you need to do is respect your credit card and respect your store card, knowing that it needs to be repaid.
All right, Gerald. Thank you so much for that. And I do hope, our viewers tonight learned a thing or two. Go back to the money box. Go back to basics, because it starts even as little as that. But thank you so much for that. Gerald Mwandiambira, Sugar Creek Wealth Managing Partner.